To make this wreath, you're going to need some mesh tubing, some mesh rolls, and one of these witch hat forms. Step 1, remove all the paper decorations from the frame and then remove all of the tinsel from the bottom portion of the hat as you see me doing here. Next, we're going to start cutting our mesh. What I do is I take a 6-inch width book and I just roll the mesh around that book, and then I cut the top, flip over, and cut the bottom, leaving you with 2 bundles. I repeat the same steps with the second color. For this wreath, I used a total of 2 mesh rolls. You're then going to take some pipe cleaners and you're going to cut a handful of them in half. To create your bundles, because I did 2 different colors, I'm going to take 1 of each and I'm going to do the pleating technique, which is the walking technique. Put the 2 colors together and attach using a pipe cleaner. Continue with this process with half of your supplies. In a little bit, I will show you what to do with the other half of your mesh. For the other half of your mesh, I'm then going to use this tubing to add loops to my bundles. So I'm going to take the loop, and here you'll see how you create them. You're just looping it in your hand. Then you're going to take those loops and attach it to your bundles, securing everything in place, of course, with a pipe cleaner. So I'm only doing these to half of my bundles. When I start assembling my wreath, I will alternate between the bundles that don't have the tubing and the ones that do. I only had 1 package of the mesh tubing, so I alternated between how many loops at the top and bottom. For some, I did 2 and 2, and for some, I did 3 and 2. Once you've completed creating all of your bundles, we're now going to start adding it to the frame, to this middle portion of the frame. I'm going to be alternating between the ones that have the tubing and the ones that don't. And here you'll see that I flipped the hat upside down and I'm placing them from underneath and tying them at the top. As you add your bundles, make sure to keep pushing them towards each other so you don't leave extra space in between. Once you completed adding all of your bundles, flip it over and fluff up your mesh. Then to the top peak of the hat, I'm adding this small bundle that I created using some of the scraps that I had left over. Then I take one of these glittery clip-on spiders and I attach it to the center portion of the frame. I then take one of these foam glittery balls and I add it to the center of my mesh. And that's it. This has completed this project. Hope you were inspired by this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.